The start of any ocean row is an extremely nerve-wracking moment for all crews concerned. They might have spent years planning and preparing themselves for it, but actually when it comes down to it, it's a really frightening experience to push away from land for the last time, knowing that the next time you put your feet on land it will be in Hawaii, having been successful. So that moment when it's the point of no return, when you're pushing away from land, and that can affect crews in different ways.
I'm looking forward to getting away from land and just seeing what it's like having a complete 360-degree vision of just ocean. The night sky is going to be fascinating, and then just the different types of sea life in the sea will be incredible.
I'm expecting the first week to be pretty tough, partly because it will be the shock of being the first week, and partly because of the forecast. I think just getting down towards the trade winds I think will be tough. But other than that, just looking forward to sort of seeing what it's like, settling in. I think it will be a shock to the system, but I think once you get through that, I think it'll be enjoyable at times.
Yeah, it's a good place to row to because it just gets better and better, warmer and warmer, more marine life, etc., etc. So yeah, I think it will just get better and better as it goes. I think the first week's going to be the most horrible, and then it'll be fun.
Yeah, I feel quite tense. I just kind of want to get out there. I know once we're out in the water, probably outside land, I'll feel a lot more relaxed.
But it's kind of like reality hits now, and yeah, it's getting a little bit more emotional, but I'm trying to kind of keep that under control. I mean, I'm not rowing, but I feel proud for him, the fact that he is actually setting off today, so that's cool.
I'll have been very reassuring about safety precautions and so on and so forth. So being out here, I am less anxious actually than I would have been if I had stayed home and not known how careful and how well organized your team is. So
I would prefer sails, but this is the old way of doing it, before sails, so it's more rustic, more true to the human form, and I'm very impressed with what everyone is doing. Raw strength is amazing.
We have 15 minutes to the start of the Great Pacific Race. Fog starting to lift and clear, light winds, calm seas, pretty much ideal conditions for the start of the first ever race across the Pacific. The start of the Great Pacific Race was at 10 AM on June the 9th. That's the same for all the crews, whether or not they're able to make the first start or whether they're starting now on June the 18th. That means that some crews will have quicker crossing times, but in terms of their race time, that will be started on June the 9th at 10 AM and finish when they arrive in Honolulu, Hawaii. World records are adjudicated by the Ocean Rowing Society and are taken on a land-to-land basis without tow. So any speed records, they're all based on when the crew leave and when the crew arrive, not on the race time.
It's going to be fascinating to see what happens in the race and how the crews' different strategies around navigation and route planning develop over the coming weeks. You can follow it all at greatpacificrace.com, where you can track each of the boats' movements.